Oh.
If you wanna hit the road, then let's go then. Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live like golden. Let's go then, baby.
Heck yeah.
Let's go then.
I can't tell if this is the goofiest fit I've worked on the van in or the coolest fit. Okay, so while we let the van dry for a second, I want to talk about improvision because this van is kind of the epitome of improvision because we don't know anything. I mean, we have intuition about building things, but we don't know how to build anything. And the biggest art to this entire project is being able to improvise. Oh my gosh. Lunch for the day. Guys, we're doing like a mid-build fireworks show. Oh my gosh, how far do we have to get back? Oh my gosh, Jake, wait bro. So currently Jake and I are basically cutting out pieces to fit into these top little squares, and then we're gonna tape with this insulating kind of like metal tape. I don't know the exact terminology, but basically we're gonna tape over with that, and then after that we will then make basically a frame out of this entire place. So we'll have channels for the wires and all the electrical, which we will work out after that. So as I was saying earlier with the whole idea of improvision, there's so many things inside this van that we improvise. So let me show you a couple of them just to kind of give you an idea of what we've been working with. For one, we have this crack right here that basically was an incongruity between these two pieces, and we had to fix that. Next, to some degree, we are doing that here because we can't perfectly fit since there is space here and space there. Honestly, even when we were cleaning the floor, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we kind of just made it happen and did what we thought would work. So we were just in and got more expandable spray foam to finish the insulation job, and look who we ran into. See Will Christmas! How's it going, vlog? What do you have to say, Will?
You know, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Leave a comment down below.
Oh,
You know,
Will, thank you for the plug.
Same thing, no problem.
Thank you for the plug.
No
oh my
problem,
gosh.
buddy.
So Jake and I have gotten it to the final state for now. We're gonna take a 2-day rest on building it, and then we're gonna come back to it with even more power. But we got a lot done. We really got all the walls basically. All we have to do is put some metal tape over some of the spray foam, cut some of the spray foam. It's a little bit messy, but we're working on it. And then we just have to insulate the ceiling, put the fan in, and do the rest of the entire van build. But we're kind of probably close to 50% done. So that's pretty exciting, and honestly in the past week we have done so much. We're on day 6 of the build and we've done so much. It's so fulfilling, and Jake and I are now learning things that we never thought we would probably ever learn.
Yeah, now we go run.
Now we go run.
Real good.
Bashir, everybody loves you, bro.
I know, bro. I'm so lovable.
Little Tarantino.
I don't know if it's because I'm cute or I'm funny or if it's the unique mixture of both. You know, it just depends on who you ask.
Howdy. We're about to go out there. 10 miles. Guys, post-run fireworks. Oh God. In the end, I think that improvisation is one of the most critical skills. Just over the van build, I've realized how much we've needed to improvise. Of course, I've been reading different guides and learning different things before we did it, but it was our first time, and a lot of times we've had to figure out workarounds because things haven't worked perfectly. And kind of in the way that Seek Discomfort and Yes Theory states it, you know, it's kind of like you're getting outside your comfort zone when you're needing to improvise. And so, you know, the situations in which you have to improvise are the ones where you're going to be growing, you're going to be changing, you're going to be learning, and I think that's just so amazing. And as I promised, it's time to talk a little bit about running. So I have been doing a ton of training recently. You can follow me on Strava and check out my runs I've been doing recently. I've been doing workouts, runs, hard runs, all that stuff. But I've had a couple small baby hiccup injuries I've just been running through, so I've not gotten to peak mileage yet. But I'm still kind of also on the lookout for maybe a coach. I've loved my past 2 coaches, and who knows if they would maybe coach me or something like that. But I'm also looking for a really good coach to maybe, you know, train me, because of course I think that I could train myself, but I don't think it'll be the same or as good as having someone else, a third party, being able to dictate what I do day in and day out. On top of that, I've been thinking a lot about starting maybe like a pro development team or something like that, that would basically just be a way for me to train at the highest level with really great people and kind of have a team to race behind, but also in pursuit of pro contracts, because I think at the end of the day, that's really what I want to be chasing, and I think living in the van will enable me to train at the highest level day in and day out. So that's kind of what's up, but I hope that your training is going equally as well, whether you're training for a marathon, half marathon, 5K, 10K, cross country. Summer training is like my favorite time, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it as well. But shout out to yesterday's first comment, Sterling Williams, shout out to you, and as usual, live happy and be healthy. Bye.